Hello. Flurry!
What? Hi.
How you doing? We're here to disrupt the flow of your nice forest.
What? In the forest?
We're gonna
It's a
have
concrete forest in some stances.
tense staff meetings and kill nature with our tense staff meetings.
Where's the concrete foliage?
Please don't kill me, trees.
Where's my nose?
It is coming
I'll try
along
not to.
nicely.
Don't kill trees.
This is our home from home, I'm guessing.
This is my home.
Well, you know it.
Tiger's home.
Oh, it's your home.
Yeah, Kaiga set up everything here before.
Sometimes.
Kaiga's my right hand. I don't know if you knew him.
No.
He's a little injured right
No
now,
one knew-
but he's
I
he'll
didn't-
be okay.
So I've heard. I keep hearing about him, but I hope to see him soon. Can I get a tour so I don't step on nobody's
Okay,
toes?
yeah.
When
I'm gonna give you the
walking
first part. This is the clinic. You can obviously work in here, but there's only the front room. This room.
Oh,
The
this
only
is
place you can go. okay?
almost as charming as the Rip and Chip. Gotcha.
Look, we got
Funny
shut
that's
down at the Rip and Chip, and I had to come here to get bullets taken out of me. Look at these beds.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
Look at the
Yeah, they're-
walls. They're crying rust.
I don't wanna. I really don't want to. This hurts me inside. Everything that I'm looking at.
I have a
Are you
certain
sure you
type of
didn't
blood.
walk away with? Uh huh. I'm just worried that you walked out of here with more infections that you came in with.
That's the good thing about me. Anyone else coming here would probably be in a bad situation, but I have something special.
You're built different.
Fuck! Alright. Anyways, do not go in there. It's locked. There are turrets on the other side. It's not ours.
Won't even bother.
These are like temporary sleeping quarters, I assume. We could also have Flurry give the tour, because this is their home. 1 second, I'm giving Ash a tour. If no one has been here, come with me.
Holy fucking shit! Oh my god. You just have this just here.
Tigers.
Yeah, Kaiga
If I
used it.
remember correctly, some of the friendly
It's
spatters
Billy.
are starting to want that we stole.
Billy.
His name is Billy.
I'm tired of that. So there were.
Yeah, look, if
That's,
Flurry gives you permission, you can climb up here.
You're allowed up here.
Do I have permission?
All kind of stuff. Yes.
Yeah, here, just give me a hot minute. I need to climb up with one arm.
Do you? Okay, let me come down. Oh,
No.
oh Jesus! How did you do that?
I have my ways.
Are you guys waiting for me?
I have no idea.
Yes, you got important shit to talk about, remember?
This is both medical and me. I feel like I'm secondary right now.
Well, I also want to give people time to show up as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole ass cake. Goddamn, that was good.
Bush cake.
Yeah,
You make
well,
it?
I mean, I mostly want to talk about the relationship and what we need to get done. So that's why
You're looking a little funky. Your hips are flying.
as possible.
It's the cake.
Inspection.
Okay, let's continue the tour so I can be ready to.
Never get in.
Here, let me just
Okay.
We have
let me just dangle you down.
Sure.
Actually,
Yeah. No,
Okay.
you're not gonna drop me, okay?
I
Don't-
won't.
Don't
Okay,
drop
I
me.
promise.
All right, be sure. You promise.
I promise.
Don't let
Do
me
not
down.
fall. Okay,
Wait.
that's on your end.
Wait. Okay. So, wait, dangle me. I feel like I have a better chance going down than I did going up with my arm.
No,
Whatever.
they don't
Go for it.
fucking-
Have fun.
But I
Slide
appreciate it.
down.
Thank you. Thank
Look,
you.
let me
It's
go
very
down
kind
so I
of
can
you.
catch you if you fall.
Okay. All right. Wait. Just don't lose the grip.
What? You slid so quick. Okay,
Your job is very lucrative. I hear this.
has anyone not been here?
What do you mean by that? Like,
Have you
has
been
anyone
here
just
before?
not been in this place before?
In this
Oh,
place.
yeah.
Alright, follow me.
Pentos
Yeah.
friend?
That sounds cynical. I'm not gonna say that.
That one.
This is my coworker and buddy here. It's her name's Amber.
Okay.
I know.
They will have to stay away from
So,
the staff meeting for a little bit. And I don't think
yeah,
there's
we're
anyone
gonna-
else here.
We're gonna have a little bit.
Understandable.
But we'll try to make it quick.
Fair enough.
Krisk and
I know you're doing
Ash,
it on
come with me
Yeah.
quick. If you guys want to set up somewhere, we can just have a meeting anywhere. There's not many people around here. Find the most comfortable spot.
Let's go over by the food truck.
This is the storage area. You can enter if you need to grab something, but write it down or something, what you grab.
Is this what we're storing our definitely legal
It's
drugs?
food. No, it's food and resources. It's also
Right.
Flurry's in charge
yeah.
here. Flurry and Canicus.
Gotcha.
You are in charge. If you see someone coming in here, tell us. We'll beat them up. This is the dorm room.
Oh well, this is a lot better.
Yeah. Let's continue so we can start.
Minecraft.
Those are living quarters over there. So some of those doors do not enter. Just to assume that most places.
I've heard Shen's warning, which is don't go in his room or he'll kill you.
Up there is
Not
a
you,
garden.
But kill the person who went in his room.
Yeah, that Flurry
Okay.
made with magic. I can't grow
With a
shit.
lovely ladder.
It's cool.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a little hard for you.
Yeah,
That's
just-
nothing.
just,
I didn't. I had to check.
Okay.
All right, this next area is like a massive open parking lot with food truck. They drive the food truck here. There's some back alleys and stuff like that.
Oh my god.
Fuck!
Where?
Oh, man.
Oh. Oh. Oh, there it is. Holy shit, he's everywhere.
Why is he everywhere?
The giant ass boob.
I know! I want to fucking snap his dick!
Hey, Hamsky, can I go paint a giant mustache on that?
Indigos ain't
Yes.
fucking worth it right now. Just
Go paint a giant
okay,
mustache
okay,
on
okay.
it right
He
now.
has a propeller hat. It's
But come
easy
back
for
in 2
him.
seconds.
No,
All right,
no,
make it
it's
quick.
fair.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get everyone over here and then we can start.
There he goes.
Anyone out here? Hello?
This has already started off
Okay.
fucking stupid. Oh my god.
Actually, how much of this stuff is super secret? Because that person's out there alone.
look.
I
All
mean,
right, we're
but-
Some
still
of the
gonna
stuff-
keep it like that. It's fine. I told
Okay.
her that she's gonna have to wait outside for a little while. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I needed in this meeting, yes or no? If not, I'll watch them.
No, stay.
Yes,
I need
to
your
hear, yes.
input.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is everyone actually here that's gonna be here? Oh, Indigo's painting a mustache. Yep, he actually painted a mustache. I saw it for a split second. It was a curly
and
one.
You understand
Yep.
how that's bad, right? Because let's say he has cameras on that billboard.
Fuck it.
Whose face is...
Fuck it. Seriously.
No, don't fuck the billboard.
I also.
Why are you saying serious?
No, I mean, are you seriously not taking this serious?
He has a mustache.
Because now they have evidence that it's us. Now we're fucked. Because they thought it would be funny.
First of all, they just think it's
Actually, I told him to do it.
blue man with a prepare on the hat.
I know. That's why I'm pissed.
I didn't realize we were so afraid of people.
You get to go to a corporate meeting one time, and now you're cocky?
What? This is how we've always reacted! We've been in the street!
Except every single fucking time we've talked about vandalizing anything, I've told us to be in disguise. Because now they have legal reasons to fuck us. Instead of illegal reasons. They can get backing to do it now. There's a difference.
That was the full of the Flavor Town guy.
We can be afraid of them because, guess what? They can sue you for all your worth and we lose the meat rack legally. We try and take it back, we go against their entire fucking police force.
This is not our territory.
Because they'll just do that.
Here, I imagine we should take.
Well, I already. Well, don't
Doesn't
worry.
matter.
This is not the meat rack's territory.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They find out that he fucking did it, they can recognize him from the meat rack.
I woke up late, so I've been late.
Not if I don't put my own insignia on it.
Find the stand right now.
Oh wait.
Cameras.
Talking about cameras. Well, in any case, it
You
should
are
be
the
fine.
most
After all, I repainted the face.
Fucking
I put the paint
recognizable.
back in it.
It doesn't matter. You did it.
Oh really? Well, I'll
Doesn't matter
have
if
you
you took it
know.
off. Oh my god. I am so fucking done.
Like, kind of. No, bro, that's fake boobs.
Fucking continue. No, just do the meeting. I can't. I don't want to speak anymore. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. Stop looking at me. Turn around. Don't fucking come near me.
Yes, I know what steel-toed shoes are, but they can also not only be used. Them look like dress shoes.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Let's just get
The way you're
started.
talking, I just want to fucking kill the fuck out of you.
I mean, for us crazy motherfuckers, they do.
They're not dress shoes. They just fit my feet.
Gary's got them bitches spiked.
Yeah.
Nut kicker 3000s.
And we'll see. Explain to me, why the fuck is Million Man after?
Alright, I think we should start with the rip and chip part. I think that's the most
Alright,
important part
perfect, alright.
for now.
Everybody, let's gather around. All right. So last Sunday, we were approached by an employee of MetsTech, which is a medical company that's, I believe, semi-employed by the Water District and Nemesis for inspections. They came over to the Rip and Chip, inspected the Rip and Chip, and we failed inspection. All right. With this, the Rip and Chip is currently shut down as of the moment, and only a select few people can head inside, which I have personally designated as all the heads in at the meat rack.
You're
This
right.
is a minor
I shouldn't
setback.
have.
All right, we're gonna use this as an opportunity to get everything ready up to code, further beyond it. All right, the Rip and Chip's gonna be hopefully nearing or getting close to some sort of semi-proper medical facility instead of a place with a bunch of beds and screwdrivers. All right. Currently, we have a semi-itemized list here of what we're going to need to purchase, and in total, it's going to be around 150,000 credits. Now, the Rip and Chip has made, in my opinion, more than enough money to do this. If we somehow find some of the extra costs that we maybe weren't focused on get a little in over our heads. I am willing to put down some money myself. Lorelai is willing to put down some money herself. I personally have some stuff in my savings. And if so, Hamsky, with your permission, we can talk it from there. But
I've been saving all the money that we've made here, so I have enough for the business.
Perfect. I'm gonna start going down more or less the list of stuff that we have that we need to get. So let's see. So first off, licensed Ripper Dock tools. Not just, buying them off secondhand, because it's kind of what we have right now. Secondly, proper wet and dry shelving and storage for medication, which is going to take up a bit of space, but we can get the other stuff out.
A better chair.
Oh, well, yes, the better Ripper Dock chair. We're going down the list, sorry. Proper vacuum sealing procedures and storage, as well as containers for limbs, body parts, etc., for keeping them stored and cooled. Let's see. A proper draining system for excess fluids and blood. We can't just go down into the sewers anymore. So we're going to have to actually, we gotta basically rip open the floor and put a giant bucket under that drain that we can take out every once in a while. Going on from there. New beds. They're recommended, which we're gonna go through on. Might as well make the experience better for the patient. So, we're gonna have a lot more medical machines. It's a kind of a big category here, but we're gonna have preferably a big old scanner, something that's gonna help us. Small, an X-ray machine, and extra procedures before surgery that are going to assist with that. Going from there. Multiple Ripper Dock gloves, which when we at least have one, I need to update the firmware on it. So we'll get a couple of those. If we can, we'll see if we can't get them fitted for some of the other people who might be doing similar work. If not, we'll just have some general ones. And finally, gates for closing things up, because we don't want people robbing the pharmaceutical shop just in case, and we can actually block it off. So, with all that, even if it doesn't sound like a lot of the more expensive stuff ups our cost to about 150,000. It's gonna take a bit extra as well to ship it over here and, get it in. Charles.
About to say, even if y'all can't cut it from your own profits, I know pawn shops pulled in enough money to cover at least half that on its own. With the money against profit, we could easily cover the entire thing.
Each business should focus on their own stuff. I have enough money from the 30% everyone has given me.
The stuff, the word is appreciated, but we'll be able to take care of it. Lorelai.
We also need to give the ribbon ship a complete scrub down. We got dinged for the cleanliness. Even though I did have to clean it before the inspector got there, it wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
So while only the heads of staff or heads of medical are allowed in the ribbon ship right now, we're going to have to figure out the way to, because we have to do construction in there, so we're going to have to get others in there. We're going to need help moving things, breaking things down, scrubbing.
For getting in there, I was given a couple sort of extra little pins for people to get in there. I've only given them again heads of medical, but if we can get people in there extra for construction, we'll get some of the garage guys in there and start hacking away. But
yeah, we're going to need help scrubbing shit down, moving things around.
Yeah, deep fucking cleaning.
I currently have all of our stock in my cave, but it'll stay nice and cool in there, so it's stored properly.
Got it.
However, all the stuff in the freezer is still in the freezer. So.
Yeah. That's the plan with the rip and chip. We've been working on it so far, and hopefully a lot of the stuff should start getting here in time. Me and Lorelai will be working non-stop and getting it all ready for Sunday. So.
All right. I went to a Zafira City Council meeting yesterday. Was shitting bricks. I brought up a bunch of points at my own risk in front of probably the scariest people I've seen in a while. They are absolutely the most demonic entity I've ever seen. The entire fucking room was pitch black. There was a stone fucking tables and massive chairs, and they were all just sitting there and looking ominous. So I want you all to know the setting
Sounds
that
like an evil lair.
Yeah, I want you all to know the setting that I proposed these things at. I'm gonna pick and choose the things that I think are important that maybe shouldn't be known by everyone, but most of it I'll probably say, so that we can keep everything calm. Everything at the meat rack should be calm, by the way. Security should be handling things, making sure people don't shoot guns too much, making sure if a ZMF member is around, they're watching, they're analyzing us. If a corporate entity or something comes down and they start to cause issues, that's on our end. We can keep our streets safe, but as soon as someone from the outside comes in and causes issues, we need to find a solution to that. I personally suggested regulations on corporations because of the meds tech thing. Like, we do need to have our facilities in top condition, but also that meds tech guy shot a maelstrom right in front of everyone, right in front of the ZMF. Caused us issues. Cyberpsychosis. As soon as we get everything set up in our facility, we shouldn't have to worry about anyone looking at us improperly. They were focused on cyberpsychosis, which is all the facilities and illegal implants and stolen implants that are causing issues. And I believe we've made a few deals for that. ZPD is being liquidated by the ZMF. I don't exactly know the reason, and I think it's on the outskirts. Also, I don't know if we should be talking about this too much. I'm saying it out in the open. Industrial and waterfront seem to be the main focus of the ZPD liquidation, so be aware of that. The ZMF are probably going to make their way here first. That means we're in the spotlight again. We need to stay calm. We need to keep everything calm, all right? Make sure those outside sources don't cause us issues. The council doesn't even know what the ZMF are up to, by the way. They're just watching. I brought up the water in the waterfront to pressure Nemesis. He already knew I requested this, but now everyone knows I requested him to do it. He said he's going to fix the water, the pipes, maybe even the actual water that's flowing around us. So hopefully that will get fixed up soon. I brought up a lack of fresh food because we are buying processed food. Our hamburgers aren't good. They're disgusting. They're not real meat, I don't think. So hopefully we've made a few deals with certain people, unconnected, no strings attached, so we can get some fresh food down here and not be so unhealthy. I'm looking through this list. I'm sorry. I don't think I should be mentioning a lot of these. I luckily got interrupted and Rogue brought up the synthetic issue. So he openly discussed it with them, everyone. They said that we could only focus on our district, so we need to pressure Nemesis more, and I will do that at my own risk. They're gonna be cracking down on vigilantes, so if anyone thinks they're a fucking hero, you need to talk to Geldir or someone. I don't know how secret this is. Just be aware they're cracking down on vigilantes. I also brought up the fact that crime is kind of needed sometimes for survival. I don't think they cared much. Hopefully they give us some opportunities other than being arrested and then continuing that life. Malleus knows about us. He might come down here to the meat rack. Be aware.
That guy.
Why?
No one cause issues with him. It'll cause issues for everyone. I am already on it. I've told Nemesis to keep him out. I have told other people to keep an eye out. If you cause issues with the councilman, we will all be in trouble.
Hamsky, if I could on that one.
Yeah.
The best course of action is that if we see Malleus at the meat rack, all right, or if he's somehow disguised or something, don't poke and prod him, but keep a very, very close eye on who the hell he brings outside with him. He's gonna come by himself, and he might bring somebody out, all right? Tell everyone you see around you, don't trust Malleus, don't go with him, don't do jack shit, all right? Let the guy be. If he wants to buy a drink, he'll buy a drink. If he wants services in a shop somewhere, he'll get services in a shop somewhere. All right? But make sure the least we can do is that nobody goes home with him.
Also, I thought it was rumors, but I have had multiple instances, and he himself said memory lapses. He would invite us to his place for memory lapses. I don't know what that means. Stay away from him. I've heard people show up with their memories lost after. So be careful around him. Don't follow him. Don't try anything. Yes.
What's he look like?
That was my question.
Tall, dark, imposing gray.
Tears
He usually
dripping
wears
down
some
his
bougie
face.
Clothing, suit.
Raggedy hair.
Yeah.
Raggedy hair,
Pretty
like.
much all gray.
Very long, gray
If you also want to know
that's curly.
what Malleus can do, we three have first-hand experience with it.
I've seen
Okay,
what he's
we'll
done.
talk
He's
later.
threatened what he can do to me and a couple friends before. Like him.
Magpie.
Magpie has a question.
Or had a suggestion. If see Malleus, make sure if go talk to someone in staff. Do not leave them alone.
Yeah.
Either give them an excuse to walk away, or at the very least, stand nearby.
Amon, that's the security jobs, or the security team's job. So, Soft Eyes, I honestly
will be implemented on this.
Keep an eye on him, but keep an eye on others more. Because if they shoot him, if they do something, we're in trouble.
Yes. And
Also-
we'll protocol on Malleus if he's here.
If he comes down here, Nemesis promised to alarm me, or alert me, okay? If he doesn't come down here, if Nemesis doesn't tell me that, then he's not here on... He's not allowed to be here. We can't tell him to leave, but I can go to Nemesis after.
I'd like to say real quick, a suggestion on security. If he is bringing somebody with him outside, catch that person, be like, hey, real quick, this person needs to speak with you. You might be somebody to know. Make up an excuse. Be like, hey, real quick, need your help on something. Keep them in that building or wherever the hell you're keeping them as long as physically possible until Malleus gets bored.
We'll keep that in mind.
Apologies for the interruption,
Besides-
but it's got to be noted.
We also know who he might even bring as well. We've gotten some information of some of the people he works with. Or works for him.
He works with a few people.
I have... Usually I end conversations with I will talk to my people, but I am going to start making more decisions. Nemesis offered us a job to get fresher food. We go fuck up some Maelstrom gang members on the docks. They have fresh food being delivered there. We steal the fresh food. As long as it's not something fucked up, we can choose when we get there. If it's not Maelstrom, if it's like a family having a picnic, we're not doing that. You know what? This is one I will offer to you guys. Gormunder offered me gold bars so that we could give the location of Cat Gang members. Easy money. Cat Gang members are young adults. They're crackheads. They're idiots. Gormunder would smash them into the fucking ground. It's a moral dilemma. If we want money, we give them up. We lose a situation that could potentially not even be a problem, because some of them have been okay as long as we were okay with them. It's your guys' choice. Do you want them? No.
That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like that.
Okay.
We need to deal with Cat Gang members. We can continue to deal with them ourselves. We don't need somebody else to help us with that. Or someone
But
else.
easy money though.
Sorry.
Yeah, but sometimes there's a catch.
I believe there's no such thing as easy money.
Along with them being mostly young adults, there's a lot of teenagers. There's a lot of kids in the Cat Gang. And if Gormunder were to deal with them, he would slaughter them.
Yeah.
Kids.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
And Hemsky, it's Gormunder. I don't exactly trust him on any say or anything he does, alright? Maybe he will throw a gold bar, but what if he doesn't? What if he just ignores it? What if he's like, maybe one more?
And he's not on my good list, that's for sure.
Well, this is why I'm bringing it up, because I was against it because of the, as you said, kind of teenagers, young adults. Because I used to be that.
These kids are stupid.
Desperation.
Yeah.
They're just street kids.
And
The fact that he's coming to you for this.
That's why I,
desperate if he can't get it on his own.
I think he is desperate. I actually said to him, "You're gonna beat up fucking teenagers."
On the fucking kids. Jesus.
There's a fucking group of assassins or something. So be on the lookout. I don't know. It's called Legion, trying to assassinate people. I wish we could just have some fucking peace. Watch out. If someone's following you,
I've heard of Legion before. I know.
if someone's following you, tell someone.
Than just Legion.
This is what I'm hearing.
And the last one, District 0, they offered us filtration for the pollution issue. I told them no strings attached, we buy it, that's it. Are you guys okay with working with potential gang-related activities? We have a lot of ex-gang here.
I mean, no offense to you guys, but we already do, in a way.
As long as it really is no strings attached, then yes, that would be great.
I am 100%
I'm
focused.
good either way.
I am 100% focused on no strings attached
Before
thing.
we move on, since you three have dealt with District 0 stuff more, what's your opinions on all of it?
Take a seat, baby.
Working with them, I want to get all of your opinions on it.
If you're working with whisperers, I say don't fucking trust them, but that's just my opinion.
They come around, but at the same time they can be underhanded at the same time. So you really just gotta make sure you keep your nose out. Like I said, I'm good either way.
I want to ask a few questions. I've already talked to a few people. I want everyone's opinion. This councilman is he's not even a councilman. He's representing his father. He's a child with a bandage over his eye. People talk to him like he's being babysat. He sounded like he had a curfew at one point. I almost don't even want to deal with him because of that. But he's offering us this filtration system. He said also he could send us out to get food. He could send his whisperers out to get food. I asked him if they were hired or if they were just his personal army. He kind of denied the personal army thing. Were any of you Whisperers?
I used to be.
We
I was at the end before I left.
Were you hired? Were you paid well?
Information.
And we split off, and then I think at this point everyone knows the story of the Fallen now.
Yeah. I don't know, being a Whisperer, me personally, it was okay, but I did leave for a reason.
I had the fucking shotgun to my head.
If I could,
Yeah, he nearly died.
I think as long as there ain't no strings for the filtration thing, we buy it up, alright? Don't talk to the kid no more, whatever. He's just some fucking kid being babysat. Just take the candy from the baby at this point.
They did offer... I offered to buy the food that the gang went out and got. But I don't know where that money would go, and I would honestly rather pay the Whisperers. If
you're still interested in that, then you definitely got to look more into it. But for now,
get more info before you make a decision.
I am constantly thinking about all this.
Whisperers.
Just
I
make
do have
it
a few
subtle.
Contacts from the Whisperers. Okay.
I also want to mention one thing. That was pretty much all the topics I think I can mention. Besides that room being fucking creepy as fuck. I was sweating bullets. I felt like I was going to die if I said the wrong thing. I am willing to die for the meat rack, alright? And I appreciate everyone here that is willing to die for it too. Because there's a lot of people that say we can have just a home and be together. I've seen that. We separate when we don't have a home. If we all work on the community together, we can have something later. We can all build it together, make it safe. We are the safest place in the waterfront. I made them aware of that in front of Nemesis. Nemesis is aware. We continue to keep it safe.
To undermine Nemesis like this.
I pressured him, we got what we wanted. And we also got others saying things that Nemesis didn't. Nemesis said to me he couldn't fix the air filtration. When I brought it up there, suddenly, they had some options. We had multiple options. I do not care if he is... I'm gonna pressure him a little bit, alright? I know my boundaries. If we want this place to improve, we can't fucking pussyfoot around. Okay? We're not gonna outright attack anyone. I'm not gonna fucking insult the guy. But I am gonna pressure. I'm gonna say what I need to say, and if I die there on the spot, fine. I'm sure in the end, when I die, Nemesis will come along.
It will have short-term benefits and long-term detriments.
Let me just fucking suck his toes then. Is that what we're gonna do?
Is that something you'd like to do? The pressure currently
It's the wrong thing to take from this.
From the other council members.
First of all, I have the backing of at least 2 council members.
Everything you want, more likely to be completed. However,
And Nemesis seems to be on my side.
Nemesis in the long run.
He likes that I'm blunt. He wants more people being blunt with him.
Appreciates you undermining him in front of his peers as well.
I mean, it's either that or we take it up the ass.
We're going to be taking it up the ass. Is it all for this meeting?
No, I wanna, actually, if anyone else is here that's the head of a department, Magpie, I know you probably haven't prepared anything. If you want to speak, Amon, if you want to speak about security, you have any issues, if you want to, there are a lot of people applying for jobs, and I'm open
Most
to...
of the people I've seen applying for jobs, I'm not interested in any of them for security.
Well, I have at least one that might be. But they might work
If
at the
it's who I'm
bar or the
thinking
inn.
of and it begins with, it's Mike, then I told him
No.
to wait.
It's not Mike.
Security-wise, there's no applicants that interest me whatsoever.
There
They're
isn't, yeah.
for security.
We need people that want to listen and care about the meat rack. I'm not hiring people for a job anymore. All right? You care about the community we're in, we're building it up.
Yes,
If you don't mind,
Conto.
I could say, I at least just want to say from an outsider's perspective of security, I think honestly right now we are pretty nice on it. At least that's me. Maybe there's two
We
little
could
numbers
use
that I'm
more
not
people,
noticing here.
but I'm very selective on who I want. I want somebody that will follow orders when they've been given to them.
Very good.
Discipline.
That
If they don't
is
have it, then they're not worth my time.
that is how everyone here should hire.
Are good aspects.
Yes.
Everyone that runs a business should hire based on things like Aman is saying. If they're not focused on the meat rack, fuck them, okay? We need to build this up. If they are just here for a paycheck, that's bad. They'll eventually abandon us. Focus on the people that actually care about the meat rack. And have the capabilities. The proper capabilities. If no one else wants to talk, Magpie, if you don't want to say. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I would say the most I need to talk to security would be a security-only meeting. I don't need the rest of the staff members here for that. I can happen at a later date, though.
Okay.
I find it irritating having everybody around for a meeting that could only
Maybe just
take 5 minutes.
if there's any concerns that involve them outside of the security, like when you're doing your job, is there anything?
Yes, then I would grab them.
You don't have any qualms
Actually,
right
this
now.
one, just to reiterate, there will no longer be allowed, and I want medical to help me out with this, people to stand outside the ribbon ship and stay there for prolonged periods of time. They're either going to go in and wait in there when there's a medical staff there, or they can fuck right off and go somewhere else. They are not going to loiter outside the ribbon ship anymore. That privilege has been taken away. Security will usher them away if they come back. That is up to medical, if security doesn't see it, to inform security that the same person has been back. They will get a warning, because they're not listening.
Also,
Yes.
I have. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna ask, so the table there, is that technically counting as that? Or is it just like in front of the door?
Mostly in front of the door, because a lot of jackasses like to stand in front of the door
In
and
front
just
of the
huddle
door,
around.
in the
It's damn near
streets, that
impossible
kind
to
of
get
thing.
in.
Look,
Yeah.
here's something I have brought up, and also when I go into the street and I say something, please listen. Even if I don't say that it's in the exact order, I have said that, and I had to have Aman come along and sweep you guys out. I'm not saying anybody was in charge of this, but we should also probably try to keep people out of the street, because eventually, and I plan this, we're gonna have vehicles coming through there. That is the plan. Everyone, stay on the sidewalks. Go somewhere else. Okay. The sidewalks are big enough. There are certain cramped spaces you won't be able to stand, but like 3 to 4 people can stand on that sidewalk in front of the rip and chip and not be in front of the door. You could sit there. It's fine. Just try not to disrupt any medical situations. Don't stand in the way of the street. Again, there might be cars. Indigo has a fucking car, okay? Some of us can't afford that shit. I got a motorcycle right over there. I might drive it down the street.
Be cool.
Yes?
Okay, Queen, let's say 2 things. First, apologies for laying in the room and not listening to you
Look,
then tell us get up.
It's fine.
We're doing a bit.
It's fine. Yeah, you were. Everyone can relax. I don't mean to like disrupt things, but we need to think about these things.
You're fine. And then, secondarily, a suggestion on dealing with people loitering in front of ribbon ship. Tell them to go to the bar.
The bar does need more
We
patrons.
need more business bar.
That is literally a perfect idea.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Maybe setting up a no loitering sign might help.
It might. Yeah, I could do
People
that.
don't read fucking signs. Trust me.
Should have a good point. People don't want to look at signs or don't care.
Even if it is some that is better than none.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt. At least they have
I will say one more thing on this matter.
It could also have like a,
If this issue persists to the garage, then garage. Same rules will apply to you guys as well.
I've already been handling that to some extent. I'm monitoring
Good.
that. I'm looking at it. If there's too many people by the garage, I tell them to leave or, like, you know, go just outside of it at the very least. I've tended to do that. Because I've noticed that happening, and it's just the fact that people just kind of like to gather where there's a lot of people. If there's more
The
people,
unfortunate thing is some of our patrons are brain dead idiots.
Oh,
and they
also-
they can do whatever they want.
A lot of people were loitering around situations. When that Meds Tech guy shot the Maelstrom, he was telling them to get away, I heard. And they all just stood there like a guy with a fucking gun saying to move while a Maelstrom is there isn't about to be something. Move. Make sure others move. Security should handle that, okay? But
That's going to be a security meeting.
that is...
We
yeah.
dealt that with everybody here.
Well, everyone should be aware of that either way.
I will give them a report when the meeting is done. I don't need everybody in on that. Things will go around in a circle, and I don't want to deal with that, Hamsky.
Look, I'm saying everyone should be aware that sometimes you get into the mindset that everyone's in one spot. Be aware of that. Also, I want to bring up one more thing. I just made a dumb mistake, and I told Indigo to go up there and spray paint that fucking billboard. That was my dumb mistake. We should not be doing that openly. We should be using disguises, okay?
I already painted
I am pissed.
I already painted it back to normal in a panic.
Good. If he does anything, I'll deal with it myself. I've already dealt with something personally. He asked me for permission, and then he went behind my back at the meat rack. This is not my territory. It's not mine. He went to Nemesis. Maybe I can talk to Nemesis, because that was a fucking dick move. Alright, I think that's everything, unless Magpie, you have any concerns at the apartments or the inn. I'm looking
for functioning as normal.
I'm looking for
We
more
could use
in
more
employees.
staff, but
If you look in the
Seems
channel,
nothing
look in the channel where the people are applying. We can look for those. I already see one or two that would be good. If that's everything, if anyone doesn't have questions, just we can be done.
I want to talk to medical after this. I want all the medical to get together. Kanicus missed a few things, so I need to get him caught up. But if medical could congregate over here, I would appreciate it.
I don't believe there's any reason for alarm.
All right. Anyone that's not medical, you can just relax. Sorry for the meeting.
Is your personal medic?
I mean,
Just repeating everything, or just going over anything else?
Well, Kanicus didn't get the first part, and I want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Sure. If you
There's
want,
also
can
something else
go
I wanted to
over,
talk about.
Most of the list before.
Well, I don't think you can just send him the list. It's mostly. But Ash, I need you to.
He's a council member. Fucking.
But mostly, Kanicus, I don't know if you know, but the Rip and Chip was closed down by MedTech. We did not pass their inspection. We're doing we have to renovate the whole thing, get it up to their code, give it a good scrub down. We have a list of everything we need to do and get done. You can send that to me later. The other thing I really wanted to make sure everyone needs to make sure that their medical license, especially if they're a Ripper dog. Here, let's come over here, but it's really noisy.
I doubt someone like him would do that. Let's be honest.
You feeling okay?
From what I heard of him, he doesn't sound like the type. He sounds like the type that has lackeys. He sounds like the kind of guy that just has lackeys.
I'm way stressed recently.
Lackeys do his dirty work.
After this,
Isn't it great to go to council meetings? I'm already sitting. Look, I have all the free time I need.
Okay, I need to go listen to them.
I'm a hobo now.
I think I know a good spot though. Let me go listen to the medical stuff, and then I'll come talk to you.
If you're going to do Ripper Doc work, you have to have a
Probably
Ripper Doc
then have
license.
to be.
Hamsky. Yeah, Hamsky said that
that needs to be up to date.
Hamsky said they're cracking down on illegal Ripper Docs, and that includes having the proper licenses. And it would just be best to have your bases covered. You might see it as unnecessary, Canicus, but I don't want to take the risk. If you're going to do Ripper Doc work, you should just get the license.
Lorelai, mine should be just about finalized by about Sunday, so it should be good
Okay.
at least.
We also we have to make sure that this is up to date with Horizon as well. If he's going to be doing production.
We can't. Well, so one of us will text him out or something. I'll see about it. I don't actually have his number. Shittingly get that.
If if you don't need one, I would still like you to go through the process and make sure that be like, well, they told me I didn't need one. Just go through the motions, make sure it looks like it worked.
Better to be safe
I
than
will
sorry
inquire
in
into
case
the
there's some.
process. But overall, I would have preferred to avoid this, or complying at all.
We don't really have a choice. Like Hamsky said at their meeting, they're cracking down on illegal Ripper Docs.
That's perfectly fine. My lab is unknown.
Yeah, but you work out of the Ripon ship as well. You come there to do Ripper Doc shit all the time.
Yes. I could easily just have them come to my lab instead.
If that's what you want, then fine.
There's a chance. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't see the benefit in registering on a database.
Well, we're gonna have to.
It would just
okay?
be you registering as a Ripper Doc. You personally registering as a Ripper Doc. That is what I'm talking about.
Eventually, they're gonna come down and they're gonna deal with us, and the ZMF are gonna come down and deal with us. That's Upper City, by the way. Upper City military.
And keep in mind, your patients aren't going to sign a disclosure agreement. I'm not going to talk about Canicus giving me Ripper Doc shit. If they find out that you're doing Ripper Doc shit and you're not doing it out of the Ripon ship, guess what? They're going to start looking. They're going to investigate. They're going to find out where you're doing it. Better just to get it registered and let them think you're doing it out of the Ripon ship so they don't get wind of your lab.
Also, this is just...
And we don't have any processes for faking this.
I don't entirely know the situation, but I'm wondering if we can fake some of it. One of a few, okay? Some of you get the licenses. If you are in a situation where it's impossible and you're a good doctor, you're good, Canicus, we can find other alternatives, possibly.
It's the main idea of, like, it's putting up a front, alright? If we're able at least to cover our base ground, then they probably won't question anything else. But even still, it's best to cover everything, alright? I know it's a pain in the ass,
Yeah.
it certainly is.
If you can fake it and you can get away with it, then fine, do that. I don't care. As long as
It depends entirely on what they want to check in order to give me a legitimate license.
But, I don't know. I'm not a Ripper Doc myself. I don't need a Ripper Doc license, so I don't know what the process is.
When I got mine renewed, it was like test. Like making
Yeah,
sure you know
so
everything.
it's mainly, it's an exam. It depends on the main specialization, but it's at least 1 to 2 exams of varying difficulties, asking about multiple parts of the body, mainly the nervous system. The main ones are nervous system, basic and semi-moderate surgical procedures, as well as slight amount of engineering, a little bit of physics, a little bit of math kind of thing. You kind of gotta put all these things together, as well as a little bit of software. But that one's really easy. You just gotta
Your hair still looks amazing. Do you wake up and just work on it forever?
No. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
I want you to hear this part as well. So it has been brought to my attention by multiple staff that there are a lot of people that don't trust Canicus and don't want him working on anyone.
I have been someone that hasn't trusted Canicus. Alright, but he has been here since the very beginning. I believe he has our...
No, I know that. I know, but this is causing problems. Because people, I can't talk, they don't want me to talk to him about specific... He has the lab, we don't. I have to go to him for lab things.
Then they
and
can...
they don't want me going to him for lab
they
things.
Never mind.
But it's just hard when I have to exclude one of the medical team when people bring me problems and I have to go to outside resources to get what they want. Or there's also the chance of they do get critically injured and he's the only one there and they start to panic because they're afraid of him.
Canicus...
I understand he's been here from the beginning.
And he's also
but
changed
it is
a lot.
Problem.
I saw him head patting Flurry, okay? He's a different person.
I am not... I get that. I understand, but
I
there
know.
are a lot of people, a lot of staff.
In Kaiga's words, they can get over it.
They can
And
get
how
over
are
it.
they supposed to do that? By brute force?
If they do not wish for me to kill them, then they can die.
Yeah.
He does
He does
have
kinda
some
have a
sort
point.
of point, all right? At least for immediate medical
I avoided saying
attention.
that. I was afraid.
Yeah, it's people either dying or not. But
If
the
they're
main
refusing
thing we want to get
medical-
across, Canicus, is that you need to improve your. We want you to improve your reputation some, so that people can. So we can all actively work together without any issues from patients being scared of one doctor or another or something. Right? That's just the main thing. If that's possible, at least attempt. Just.
We need to be working as a team, and if people are scared of members of that team, it's going to fall apart. It's going to cause issues.
We should back up
We're
people
going to
like
help as well.
Canicus.
All right? Exactly. That's the point I was trying to get to right now. All right? All of you here, all right? If you got any fucking problems with Canicus, you bring it up to him right now or just a little bit after, all right? And you get that settled proper, all right? Because he has to be here. He's going to be here with us. All right? We have to promote him. We have to be like, maybe Canicus can take care of you. Oh, no, I don't trust that guy. Here's why you should, all right? Don't be scared of him, too. I mean, he's just one of us.
I mean, I will admit he does make me uneasy, but that's mostly due to my own personal bias with my past. He reminds me a lot of my mother, but I'm trying to get past
Mama
that.
Canicus.
Stop.
He hugged
I have no
Skipper.
issues with Canicus.
You know, this is weirdly the
just
first
because he
step to
hugs somebody
getting
doesn't
rid of
mean
the
it's like
scariness.
this is
I
great.
know he's got a good
But
heart
you're
in
aware
there.
of that.
Well, I know,
She
I
told me.
recognize
I
that
went to
it
the
is my
onsen
bias.
He
when I was
doesn't
on
have a heart.
vacation,
Not to
and
let
I
it influence
talked to her.
how I work.
You're doing a good job, all right?
He's got a good processor in him.
But I mean, that aside, my own bias aside, and all that, I do trust you, Canicus, and we do need your lab for things, and because we don't have one at the Ripon ship, and I would like to not have to rent out the lab in another hospital or go to outside resources that is not part of MERAC.
Also, just quickly,
All I'm yeah, go ahead.
this is a very big issue. Almost all of us have a shady past of some sort, and if you don't, you're lying, or you're fucking spying on us or some shit.
I know that.
So we all need to back each other up.
I'm well aware of that.
Our reputations
Exactly. That's
are not
why
who
I'm
we are
bringing this
now.
up. Exactly. That's why I'm bringing this up, so it can be worked out. I don't want this to build up into something bigger. All I'm asking, Canicus, is that maybe just work on your candor with people. let them see. He says you hug Skipper. Let people see that. Let them see that you are a member of this team that can be trusted, in spite of their biases.
I will endeavor. However, I would like to be known their feelings are not relevant to my processors.
I already told a lot of the people that have come to me about this, that when it comes down to it, I don't care who you're afraid of. We're going to save your fucking life regardless. If I ask them to come to you about something,
someone who would like to be healed.
How often do you want to leave your staff members?
Say that again?
Aren't you supposed to be over there?
I'm listening. You're important to me though, so I can 2 years.
This is your business. Well, since you're already here, if people have a problem with giving samples of blood because of Canicus, and he needs to take it to his secret lab, you could get medical equipment from my sister.
Do you want me to offer that to them right now?
I mean, yeah, it would not be cheap, but it's good
I'm gonna
equipment.
look into your sister more.
Good luck trying to find anything.
and I'm not saying this like about customers or whatever. I just want staff to feel comfortable coming to anyone in medical. That's all I want. It won't hurt to help them get over this bias or this weird inkling they have of you.
I could also recommend
because you have asked, I will endeavor this.
Thank you. That's all I want.
However, this is not an important issue to me, and I wish to make that clear.
No, I understand. You got
that
a
is
lot of
perfectly
important
clear.
things.
Yeah,
all I'm
it's-
asking is just help me out here. I'm trying to do my best I can to help see it on the better side. It just help me out. That's all I'm asking.
I will try.
Thank you, alright? Thank you.
I appreciate it. That's all
And,
I have.
yep, and Canicus, Lorelei, stay behind for a sec. I want to quickly tell you something I, got told to me recently that could help us out. So.
Oh, the
nothing
only
super
other
big,
thing,
but-
shit, I almost forgot. Don't go talking about patients' medical conditions, whatever you're doing in public. If
That's
you need to talk to
obvious.
someone, take them
It's
to
not
the back
obvious.
and talk to them there.
It
Alright.
should be.
Well,
if you're an actual doctor, yes, it should be obvious.
well, to
Yeah,
some, it wasn't.
That's like
okay,
the
so we
first
gotta
thing.
be
Don't
careful.
talk about any patient.
Also, don't talk about it in the front lobby.
It's good to have a reminder here.
Yeah, just be careful what information you're sharing. If you do have a specialist you need to talk to about whatever, keep it vague. Don't use names. Alright, I'd be like, I have this condition that I need help with, etc., etc. Don't use names.
Okay.
If you absolutely have to, but otherwise take them somewhere private.
That's everything from you guys. Annie's. You and you.
Let me just
Well, you're gonna talk about the one thing.
Just a cigarette. This.
You really ought to cut down on this.
Yeah,
I know, I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're good.
Just feel free to go ahead. Let me just talk with these four for a sec. So, Lorelei, Canicus, and Hansky, you already know this one, as I told you yesterday when I caught you. So, I spoke to Galdir last night. He came to me for a sec, and he asked me, right? Well, at least before that, he's. I've had conversations with him before about Ripperdoc stuff, and telling him what can or can't be done about cyberpsychosis. And he comes to me, and he says, "Look, all right, I really want to try to prevent cyberpsychosis in the first place, right? Because that's a major problem in the district he's managing." So he asked me, "Oh hell yeah! I mean, that's one of the main things that that we should all keep up at the Rip and Chip. If someone's got too much chrome, we send them out without any extra. So, but
The main thing here is that he wants me, if possible, to see if I can't essentially snitch on Ripper docs that are doing that kind of thing. If they're trafficking people, if they're creating cyber psychos on the daily kind of thing, if I get my ear to the ground and I hear anything, then, you know, I report it, right? Now, of course, I personally would do this in a heartbeat. I don't agree with any of the practices done by people like that. However, I have been able to get a bit of a deal out of it, and Canicus, it could help you too, especially with the Ripper Doc license thing. I know it's a hassle. Trust me, it fucking is. However, I asked that if you could help expedite the process of getting me my license, right? That's why I'm already getting it around Sunday. If I do a little extra work for him, which is, you know, after reporting a few shots or anything, if we find him, I could possibly call in another favor and help expedite your license, so it's a lot less of a hassle for you. Take an exam, wait a few days, that's it. And of course, that. Yes, because I know it is a hassle, and trust me, I'm thinking the same thing in the back of my mind. I wish I didn't have to get this. I know